In our previous New Rider video, we set out to answer the question, could the Honda Rebel 1100 be your forever bike that you can learn on and grow into? Me and my wife Cassie, a rider with very limited experience, and even though she was nervous about the size, weight, and power of the motorcycle, she was able to successfully establish that yes, you could safely get started on this bike by putting it into rain mode to dull the throttle response and allowing the DCT to do all the shifting for you. Well, today she's back in the saddle to continue her motorcycle journey to hopefully one day join me on the open road. Hi, and welcome back to Inland 208 Adventures. So today we're just going to be doing some drills in our large parking lot complex here, and we're just going to see where it goes. I'm going to let Cassie drive this.
Yep, gonna get comfortable.
Yeah, how are you feeling?
I feel ready. I'm less nervous than last time.
That's good.
So.
You ready to get started?
Heck yeah.
Let's go.
Ready.
Okay, let's go. Just joking. Calm down, everybody. I can hear your keyboards all the way from here through time and space. Obviously, she's going to wear her gear.
All right, I just got the parking brake turned off, and what we're going to do is we're just going to do a couple loops around this parking lot and check back in after a couple loops, just kind of warming up, I guess. And I'm going to not exit into the street like I did last time. Okay, here we go. Couple things I've been thinking about is making sure that I utilize both the front brake and the back brake equally. That's something that I did not do a very good job at last time, that I'm going to try to do a better job at this time. And of course, canceling my blinker. So it might seem silly, but just to get used to it, I'm going to be trying to remember to use it even on like simple little turns, like coming up here. Turn it on. Oh, jeez. And then make sure I cancel it. Chris was telling me about some motorcycles, how they have self-canceling blinkers, which I thought that was pretty crazy and cool. And we were both wondering, like, how does the motorcycle know when you've completed the turn? I don't know. Something else that I'm trying to get used to is turns, just turns in general. Like, I tend to take them kind of wide because I'm afraid of, I know I'm not going to, likely not going to fall off during a turn, but it's just like the heaviness of the bike, it just kind of scares me to really take like what would be normally considered a normal turn. So I've been doing kind of wide. I'm just trying to get more comfortable, like maybe I'll try to do a little bit more of a sharper turn here. Okay, actually that was pretty good. Okay, we'll do one more loop. One more little loop, and then I'll check back in with Chris, because we're gonna do some drills. We're gonna like have me like do some like swerving in and out, like around obstacles and stuff like that. You know, like kind of like what I'm doing right now a little bit, but he'll have a more defined idea. Blinker. Cancel. Yeah, it's interesting because like even though this is such a heavy bike, when you're like parked and you're like swaying it back and forth, when I'm making these turns, I cannot feel the weight of the bike. It's like I am one with the bike. It's pretty cool. Okay, here I go. I'm going to both brakes.
All right, so real quick, go ahead and do kind of a longer trip. So go around the building and then kind of exit over behind the ski house place over here. Well, kind of where you went the last time, but hang like a sharp right. Don't go straight where you ended up on the main road.
Oh, right.
And then go down this parking lot. Just kind of go around the perimeter of the parking lot complex and just have a little bit longer ride.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah, I don't know if you caught what he said as I pulled in. He said, the throttle is your friend. And I would agree with that. The throttle is my friend. Especially during turns. Okay, let's see. Oh, like that turn right there. that was like really like nerve-wracking to me. I did it. That was good. Good enough. Okay, let's see. Kind of loop around here a little bit. But yeah, I honestly think, like, especially the more I get on this Rebel 1100 DCT, the more I like ride around and stuff, the more I'm convinced that this could be like my bike. Because, you know, I do have some experience, like just a little bit, but only with scooters. And I think that if anyone's like me, where they have, you know, even just like minimal experience, or even if you have no experience at all, like, you know, I think that this would be just fine for a beginner bike. Nope. I'm dealing with some people. Okay. What hotel is this? Oh, La Quinta. Ooh, I felt the difference of texture of the road back there. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and head back to where Chris is at. Cool, he saw me, so that's good. Okay. And I've done like a couple like quick little mini rides like near our home since the last video. So this is not my like second time on the bike. This is, I don't know, at least my third, but maybe even my fourth. I'm trying to remember. Also, if you ever see my hands shaking, it's not because I'm so nervous. It's because I was doing yard work yesterday. And I was weed eating. And the weed eater is so, like, hard to handle. Like, I always, like, have super shaky hands right after I'm done weed eating. But our lawn looks great.
So what I think we should do now is like simulate like in-town driving. So use this big old long straight here to be able to go up to like 20 miles an hour and then go ahead and stop, you know, somewhat aggressively, you know, without making yourself feel nervous, and then turn around and do the same thing this way. Let's do that a few times.
Oh my gosh, it skidded a little bit. Whoa! Probably didn't need to go that hard. I still felt in control though. I didn't like feel like I was gonna lose it. Okay, let's turn around. This is the good practice for me, is the turning around. Oh, that's why I got stuck at that spot the last time in my last video. Okay, here we go. Round 2.
All right, so how did that feel? Feel good?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got up to a faster speed that round. I didn't mean to, but I did.
Cool. Well, let's just keep doing that for a bit.
Okay. I'd say like in many ways, like being a new rider can be safe, you know, safe, I don't want to say safer than somebody who's been riding a long time, because I think that pretty much anybody who rides a motorcycle is aware of the fact that you're just more vulnerable on the bike, and that you just got to be like more hyper vigilant while riding. But especially I feel like as a new rider, like I'm like so like hyper aware of like every little crack in the street and anybody who's, you know, hanging around. Okay, so yeah, we're just doing this drill a few more times, just getting the stop and go. Doing the stop and go drill a couple more times so I can keep getting used to stopping the bike. I don't want to say stopping the bike on a dime necessarily, but you know. Okay, so we'll come around here. Oh, that one was pretty decent. I don't know if you heard the brakes squeal a little bit. Okay, turn around. Ooh, big pothole.
So let's do that this same piece of road here, because like no one's here and it's nice and wide. So why don't you do those dips like I was showing you at our house? Just kind of just from side to side. Don't do it too aggressively,
right,
unless you're like ready for it. But like I don't think you are. So just kind of just dip around a little bit. Just get used to the handling. Use the throttle to get out of it, and then slow down and get out of it and slow down.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. See, I cannot feel the weight of the bike. Like, not really. Like, it feels just fine. It's not heavy at all. Especially, like, the quicker you're going, like, the quicker your turn is, like, to an extent, it's like, yeah, it doesn't feel that heavy. Oh yeah, I'm like way more comfortable than I was last time. Okay, more. Ooh, okay. This is not bad. Oh my gosh. I wonder if they saw me like dipping and turning and they're like, is she drunk? I don't know. Like, why is she swerving around? 911, RUI, riding under the influence. Okay, turn around. Woo, and I have actual, I think I should have like used that opportunity to go around that pothole. To the
wow, hon, you're looking so good on that thing.
Okay, one more. One more little. I'm trying to stay consistent with the throttle. It's like pieces of a puzzle, like putting everything that you're supposed to do while riding a motorcycle all together, you know, like being hyper vigilant of your surroundings, making sure that you're like maintaining a safe speed, and yeah, just okay. I cannot wait to learn how to ride a clutch though. Like a clutch motorcycle is like next on my list. My husband's dad, so my father-in-law, has like a 1980 Suzuki. It's like this beautiful, like deep red color, like a maroon color, I guess, basically. And, you know, it's manual, it's clutch. So I'm like super stoked to get on that and learn how to ride. And so I think that once I get really really comfortable on this motorcycle to the point where I'm ready to ride places, that's my next step.
Wow, you look incredible.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're looking really comfortable. You're looking good.
Coming at you from the La Quinta parking lot over in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Okay. I was just telling Chris how I feel tired today, but you know, like coming into this, I was like, oh, I don't know if it's going to be the good day to do it, because I was feeling pretty tired and a bit lethargic. I've been having like some really vivid dreams at night the last like week. It's been wild. I've never had so many vivid dreams in my life. But yeah, they've been like not very conducive toward like a restful sleep. So I was feeling, like I said, tired, but the minute I got on the motorcycle, like I just like pepped right up. I was like ready to go, like a little boost of adrenaline. So if you're ever feeling tired, just hop on your motorcycle. Actually, I don't know if everyone experiences that the same way that I do, where it gives you a little adrenaline boost, just because I went straight into like hypervigilance mode. Super aware of my surroundings and all that good stuff. Okay. But even just like the little bit that I've been riding around today, like I already just feel like so much more immensely comfortable on this bike. Like Chris and I were just chatting about whether or not I should take it out on the road today, but I told him no, probably not today. Just go ahead and keep doing what I'm doing right now, making sure I'm solid, and then having, you know, a couple more practice sessions in between this one and the next time we film. And hopefully by that time I could be taking you guys on my first little moto vlog. That could be fun. Take you while I run errands or something, or just for a little pleasure cruise. Because I can see myself, you know, wanting to get more and more into the riding, because I'm really, really enjoying it. This has been absolutely phenomenal. Just like having a literal blast. Like I see why, like, you know, people get hooked on this. Just like so freeing and good stuff. A quality experience, as they would say. Ooh, and just to remind you guys, that was in rain mode. So even in rain mode, like, it's got a decent throttle response. Like, oh my god, this is amazing. Chris has his Part 107 pilot's license, so he flies his drone, and he's flying his drone right now. Yeah, no, this is perfect. This is exactly what I needed. I needed just to come out here, rip around a bit. I just really, really enjoy being out here with my husband, doing this together. It's like a perfect little like side hobby for us, and I would love to come out here as often, not just here in this parking lot, but just to come out on the bike, just go on different adventures. And like I said, we're working on, you know, building a fleet of bikes eventually. That's kind of like in the plan. And if we get a good fleet of bikes built up, you know, just like for different purposes, like even like getting some like off-road bikes and, you know, some more like cruiser style bikes, and looks like he's all done. Just a bunch of fun different bikes to add to our collection. And
Well, I think that you pretty much you figured it out. Like the Rebel 1100 could be your bike, your only bike that you have that you start on and you learn with, and when you get into more an advanced mode, you just, you know, you got all the power that you need. But, and this is a big but, you have to be able to have the self-control to leave it in rain mode and not allow it to go faster or give you more power until you are ready for it.
Yep.
With great power comes great responsibility, and I really, really believe that in this circumstance. This could be your first and last motorcycle.
Could be.
But, if you let it give it to you before you're ready, this could be your first and last motorcycle for a totally different reason. So be careful.
Yeah, you got to respect the bike. We were having a conversation about how our middle child's in swim lessons, and he's afraid of the water. He's afraid of like putting his face under the water, and we're teaching him like you don't need to live in fear. Like respect the water, respect the water and what it's capable of, but don't be afraid of it. And very similar concept to the motorcycle. Respect it, be aware of what's capable of, but like don't let fear dictate your life. Like, go out there and get it.
That's right. So if this video was helpful to you, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more Inland Northwest adventures and Honda Rebel 1100 content. And if you want to support this channel even further, you can leave us a super thanks, which is kind of like a tip I found on the bottom of the video. And we also have 2 membership tiers, which gives you exclusive perks and early access to our videos. And if you keep wanting to learn more in this subject, there's a video right here that you can watch next that is a deep dive into the rider modes and how they work and how they translate into real life. Everybody, we'll see you in the next one. Be safe.
Bye.